What is up, crypto legends? Let's do this night live stream. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. What has Bitcoin done during the rest of Jerome Powell's speech, whatever he said? I wasn't paying too much attention to that actually, but we did get some volatility. We're going to analyze that situation where we did leave the live stream just a few hours ago and take a look at the charts, guys. Take a look at some potential scenarios, because overall, the last few days, guys, we've been absolutely buzzing here with the live stream, with some potential setups. For the moment, higher time frame scenarios are holding by a thread, right? Because, you know, on higher time frames, you know, we're looking at this level to hold, you know, but for the moment, we're there, guys. We're still holding, you know, lower time frames, massive trading setups, right? The last few days. Who remembers this live stream 2 days ago where we talked about Bitcoin getting a beautiful bounce here from 22,470 going all the way up here to 22,525, right? Take a look at those scalp setups here, playing out really nicely. Today's live stream, hey, in today's live stream, we talked about this failed breakdown from this level, right? There was a bit of news, you know, it's all depending on how aggressive you are with your trading. This is where we left it right over here. You know, we failed to break out from this low. We had the failed breakdown, okay? Swing failure pattern from this low. Going to the lower time frame, such as the 15-minute time frame. You know, it was your decision. I did not get personally into this trade. I know some of you did. You know, I got the Telegram group and some comments saying, hey, I actually got into the trade. You know, the scenario here was from the low here of the swing failure to the high, potentially hitting that 618. Okay, there's a setup that we've been talking about months and months. Okay, talking about, you know, when we fail to break out from a level, wait for a pivot low and a pivot high, and, you know, get into that 618 potentially to at least claim the highs, right? Highs have been claimed, but there's another strategy, guys, that happened with this volatility, right? So this was mentioned on today's live stream, right? Get that bounce, breakout, and you're retracing to the 618, meaning that this high can be claimed, right? Looking for that high to be claimed with that volatility because of the bounce of that 618. This did happen. We did get that bounce from this level, okay, and tested the highs. But on the extreme lower time frames, guys, if you kind of missed out this trade, we did have some relatively nice volume on the lower time frames, guys, and this is one of my favorite strategies for trading. That is the volume breakout strategy, right? Who is not aware of that volume breakout strategy, guys? This played out pretty nicely. Let me just zoom in here, all right, and take a look at the volume. I've got a couple of, you know, I need to do a clean of the chart here from these lines, but we'll go to higher time frames. Basically, let me just focus on here, guys, because lower time frame was pretty cool, guys. It was pretty cool. This movement was pretty cool. Of course, this happened while we were having, you know, Jerome Powell doing the speech, right? And yeah, basically here where we at, right? We had the low here, failed breakout from this high. We're hitting that 61865. Got the bounce, claimed the highs. As we were claiming the highs, guys, there was actually a really nice volume strategy right over here inside of the range. So what happened basically was we have to get the two highest volume peaks, all right? I mean, this volume was huge. This volume is relatively high compared to the volume during the day, right? As you can see, but we did have a nice volume spike right over here. What do we like from the highs here? Okay, is when we have another breakout with this massive volume level, we bounced to that first volume spike, guys. Look at this. You know, this is absolutely golden. This happens every single day, or almost every single day on the lower time frames. I mean, come on, these are 1 minute candles. How many 1 minute candles we have in a day? Well, you know, you make the count, 60 by 24. But yeah, basically, we got that beautiful bounce from that first volume level, right? So coming to claim the highs again, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. Nice little scalp scenario from 22,220 to 22,200 to the highs, basically. You got almost a $200 move there with high probability looking at the lower time frames. Bang, bang, bang. You know, really, really nice scalping strategy here, playing out really nicely. Yeah, guys, we got to over 300 likes on the latest live stream, and you know the deal. Yeah, I said, you know, if we do get to 300 likes, I was going to do a night live stream Central European time. Here I am. So smash up the like button for that, guys. We can take a look at some setups, some scenarios. I still strongly believe, just because the charts are telling me, guys, the charts are telling me that for the moment, this is a failed breakout. I prefer looking for swing longs. Yes, we can scalp short, long, but I would be looking for swing longs. There is something telling me, right, that these highs over here are going to be claimed. The highs here of 22,600 right over here. I have a very, very strong feeling that this is going to be claimed with good risk management. I mean, you know, there's a really nice potential setup here for the next couple of days. We could break down, yes, of course, but the risk to reward can be relatively good, right? If you do manage to get into the lows here, at somewhere in the lows, right? I would love to see a little bit of more sign of strength. You know, it's not looking bad. For the moment, we're failing to break out. On the higher time frames, it looks absolutely phenomenal. We have this, you know, bump and run scenarios of resistance turning into support. You like it or not, it's turning into support. It could be a very, very lagging bump and run scenario. Hey, but for the moment, you know, we're above a lot of support. You know, why not? We're failing to break down, you know, that big bounce. You know, I'm betting more on a big bounce than a big drop here. You know, I think there's slightly higher, more probabilities in claiming this high than actually succeeding breaking down here the lows of 21,800. Now, on the other side, can the lows be tested? Can we test the lows again and get a volatile move down? You know, absolutely yes. I mean, this weekly level hasn't been hit yet, at least on the USDT pair on Bybit, and this naked point of control, right? This point of control from this volume traded on February also hasn't been hit, right? There's still a lot of support beneath us at 21,700, 21,800. We haven't hit that level. It would be, you know, that this is something that is disturbing for me, right? Yeah, once we hit it, then I'll be like, yeah, come on. And we get a consolidation, you know, I would expect that bounce to happen. But overall, we still, you know, it's not a bad potential setup here. Remember, we've dropped here a few days ago, big move down, consolidating, testing the lows. We haven't had like a big retracement, right? We haven't had a big retracement on these waves. And this is what happens a lot of the time, guys. You know, just by looking at the chart, I've seen this a lot of the times where you have a breakout, you consolidate, you test the lows, and then you have the larger relief rally, right? And this is what, you know, this is basically what we're talking about right now. You know, this large move down, consolidation, very, very low one, not a big bounce, you know, not even hitting the 50% fib level, you know, hitting the 382 from the high to the low. Testing the lows, right? And then potentially, you know, getting the bigger relief rally before any continuation to the downside, right? So basically this kind of movement, but on a larger time frame, right? On a larger time movement. Hey, you know, I wouldn't bet my ass, you know, by getting in a massive leveraged long position, you know, and risking 50% of my capital. No, absolutely not. You know, obviously having very good risk management and validation points for that potential move. But at the end of the day, you know, the trade scenario, right, is something like this. Below the wick, you know, I'd have a relatively tightish stop loss. You know, would see the highs here to be claimed. That is the idea. That is the idea. I mean, it's a 4-5 risk to reward. Anyway, if that doesn't happen, of course, we're scalping. We're looking at the lower time frames. I mean, that trade scenario was absolutely golden. Absolutely golden. I would stay cautious. Stay cautious. I mean, we are trending down. We're kind of failing to break down here, right there, creating slightly higher lows. There's a small higher high right there. It is possible. You know, I do see a potential bounce possible. But I would stay cautious. You know, you're basically fighting the trend, right? When you're getting into these failed breakdowns, you're fighting the trend, right? Because on the, you know, in between the yesterday, today, right? Before yesterday, you are trending down, right? We need to acknowledge that you are trending down. So if you're getting into any long positions, right? You want to stay cautious. You want to stay protective. You want to take profits. You know, getting on these bounces. So yeah, anyway. Wow, I am in the same trade. Andy, thanks you. Thank you. I am still shorting at 21,143. I shorted at the high. Yeah, I mean, this was, you know, this was a, you know, if you did long here, the high claimed was a take profit. So, you know, if this saw exhaustion right there, and then came down to test these lows kind of thing, right? I think these lows can even be tested. We haven't properly tested the low right over here. So maybe a test here from this low can happen. Still bouncing from the 618, from this low to this high. It got through that level. Yeah, not much to say, guys. It's just a large consolidation here. I mean, technically it is, you know, we are creating lower highs, slightly higher high right there, and a higher low right over here. Yeah, I would stay cautious. Stay cautious with those longs, you know. I'm looking for longs, you know. Either you catch me with it. I'm going to go to sleep in just a few hours now, so I probably won't manage to trade any of this. But you know, I'll probably get into a live stream tomorrow if it do get that move down, or a sign of strength, you know, a larger sign of strength. For me, this was not a proper sign of strength. The reason why was it was Jerome Powell, right? Jerome Powell coming out, you know, just a bit of volatility. Boop, boop, boop. I want to see real price action, real sign of strength, not because of news. Anyway, let's go quickly here through the comment section. Say hello to the community. Twice a day, yes sir, 2 lives in one day. But anyway, whoever got into, you know, I can see people shorting here, right, after claiming this high. But the only trade that I did see reliable today was this one right over here, right, from the 618 at least to claim the high. Yes, you could have got into shorts, of course, after claiming the high. You're trending down, basically. You're in a downtrend, creating lower highs and lower lows. So obviously, yeah, get that move up, you know, trade that. But that was the long scenario that I did see today, right? It was a $200 move, you know, just over 200, about a $200 move on Bitcoin there, which was this move right there, right? We're going to have the Chinese market open in a few hours, so I'll be sleeping though. Love the background music. Yeah, just a little bit of chill out, nice music. Let's go high. Oh, yeah, let's go high. When Moon, very good question. I am sticking bullish for the next coming days. I mean, the question is, though, the big question is, and I want everybody, you know, to stay safe. I stay safe. I'm more worried of, you know, the rest of the people that do not trade properly and don't have good risk management. I am betting that we're not going to break down from this low. Okay, we could get that small volatility, 21,700, 600. that could still happen. I am betting that we are going to at least claim this high over here at 22,650. Yeah, I'm still, you know, very much thinking on that. You know, we're at support. You know, I cannot be bearish at support. But it's the same here, right? It's the same here. Here we were trending up, right? I just cannot, you know, you can either short the highs to the support and hold that trade. But for me, it's difficult to get into a short position here, even though the market dropped. I just cannot do it because, you know, yeah, we're basically, you know, in this uptrend, you're very much aware of that possibility of it going down. And the same here, you know, is this the time that this higher low support level needs to break? I mean, it's possible. We need to, you know, look at the probabilities. I personally cannot jump into a, you know, leverage short position here. Not getting a larger relief rally, you know, for me, yeah, I would be potentially looking for shorts if we were to get a larger relief rally, you know, in the next couple of days, right? And you know, test this lower high trend line, potentially even hitting the point of control from this range. I mean, I would definitely consider a potential short if we were to get that bounce in between 22,600 and 22,900. Get that volatility, hitting that support, turning into resistance, point of control, lower high trend line from this downtrend. You know, there is also the risk of this breaking up. Difficult range. You know, I've been very happy scalping this range. Yeah, I'm just very happy scalping, you know, being in massive profits just by doing nice scalps inside of this range, as you have seen on the live stream, you know, talking about those setups, doing that scalp, you know, on the live stream, talking about these nice little setups. I actually didn't get on this one. I entered another one much lower and I was holding that position, but yeah, just very happy scalping. Happy scalper. When moon? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to moon. Good evening, Andy. Andreas, how are you? Thanks for joining. Oh my goodness, I got a WhatsApp, you know, Bitcoinsensus scammer. Right. Let's get him out. Oh. Right, who's here? I can see Pac-Man, thank you very much for joining, guys. What I want to let you know, Mark Dutch, here he is. What's up, my crypto legends? Thank you, Mark Dutch, for joining, Pac-Man. Andy, can you take a look at, we got almost 300 people. It's a night, Central European time night live stream. Can you take a look at DXY? DXY is flying up the cloud. Yeah, I got DXY here. DXY did get a pretty nice pump today. It got a relatively nice pump yesterday, actually, and, you know, a bit today. It's still like hitting this resistance zone. For the moment, I will look at that live stream, guys, it must have been about a month ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago, when we were trading here. You know, it's got to be said, right? When we do things right, we need to talk about it. Also, when we do things wrong, but DXY from this range, I was bullish, and I do still think, you know, DXY can claim the high of this kind of descending wedge. Very much talked about this fake out, very much talked about this consolidation, and that the end game after breaking out here is to continue up potentially to the 107 range. So far, that is playing out, you know, as we talked about many weeks ago, from this huge level, expecting very much that fake out and move to the upside. It was ready for a bounce after this, you know, this consolidation descending wedge. It was very, very much expected. DXY, you know, we got a big level here. If it starts tapping and tapping, you know, in between today and tomorrow, it will potentially fail. You know, after this hit over here, if we do not see that huge breakout between today and tomorrow and have a consolidation, I can already tell you we are likely to correct down. It needs to break out. We've had one attempt here. Hey, this attempt needs to be powerful. It needs to break out powerfully. If it doesn't, between today and tomorrow, I'm expecting a corrective move. Of course, we'll have to see this, you know, in today and tomorrow. If we consolidate, if we're here tomorrow still at this level, I would bet, okay, with probability that we will be having a corrective move. We'll just have to see. You know, might wake up tomorrow morning and this has actually, you know, succeeded to have that momentum to the upside. It's still, we've only just hit that level today, right? Or early this, yeah, late last night, basically. Today, it's failing. We're not managing to, just consolidating here. Next attempt from the high. If it doesn't break, yeah, expecting a corrective move. And that could save Bitcoin from these ranges in the short term to get that bounce. Right. Evening Legends, Pac-Man, thanks for joining. What do you think about that falling wedge on the 4 hourly? I think it's very nice. I think it's very, very nice. Let's take a look at that falling wedge on Bitcoin in a, you know, with a clean chart. Let's take a look at it with a clean chart on the 4 hourly. Let's get these boxes out from this chart. Yeah, basically this kind of falling wedge, right? Where we got this high. I mean, let's get the magnet, okay? Let's take a look at higher time frames, chilling, okay? We're just basically at the range here. Not much volatility at the moment, unfortunately. But let's take a look at higher time frames, guys, with possibilities to start, you know, looking at, you know, you know the deal. You know the deal. I think, you know, we are unlikely, in my opinion, to successfully break down here from this low. You know, we could test the lows, 21.7, 21.6K. We've got a nice point of control there that hasn't been hit. The weekly level hasn't been hit yet. Yeah, not much to say on that. But this descending wedge, and let's get the levels correct here. I mean, we are basically we're kind of below the range, right? I'm getting the magnet here, perfect from the lower high and lower lows. I mean, you know, let's get this one over here properly as well. Hang on a second. You know, let's get this higher low with the magnet as well, right there. This one technically hasn't been hit, you know, this higher low level. So, you know, you could get that small little dip there. It's a hard range, you know, there's so much support here. You know, this is why it's actually not managing to break down. I wouldn't be surprised to see a bounce here. You know, not a successful breakout and claim the 22,600. You know, that's going to be an interesting zone as well. That would be very interesting to see. Could happen. Don't feel confident by swing trading. I'm happy scalping, guys. You know the deal. Been happy scalping for the last few weeks. So yeah, BTC is dumping. What do you think? It is. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's in a large range today, right? Of course, we could fall aggressively, you know, in between today and tomorrow. Chinese market opening in a few hours. Chinese market does bring volatility to Bitcoin, no doubt about that. And that's in a few hours from now. It's just a large range, creating that failed breakout number one. For the moment, first bounce succeeded, tested the highs. You got a nice little trade right there, in and out. Right now you're coming back down. I would love to see what is this price action going to do. I mean, could it bounce from here? Yes, it could. But I would love to see, I don't know, something like that, right? Another failed breakdown. That would, you know, trigger me to get into a nice, quick little long. Yeah. I mean, like this one. I mean, this was mentioned today, you know. Failed breakout from this level. We retrace to that 618. We get the bounce. It's a second move down now here. Is this a good long? You know the deal with me with second tests. You know, get in the first test, not the second, because you know second can actually move down. So definitely not a good long here, in my opinion. The good long was here to here, right? Like mentioned today. Bang, bang, in, out. That's it. Simple. Keep it simple. In and out. I would love to see how this price action right now, after getting this bounce, what is it going to do? You know, what is it going to do? Will it hold and get a bounce? You know, maybe. But this is more likely to kind of at least test the low range here and try and attempt to test this low. You know, after this, right? After claiming these highs. Yeah, guys, stay cautious. You know, we're at a very, very critical zone at the moment. You know, we could either get that, you know, massive dump. You know, if it dumps again from this range, tests the lows, and it doesn't manage to break and starts making, you know, this kind of bounce consolidation, you know, you're in for another potential trade level to level, right? You know, you're looking for the lower highs to be claimed again, kind of thing, right? Difficult range, guys. Difficult range. Get into those scalps. You know, there's a high probability right now that this low and this low will actually be tested. Long was here to here. Now it's just a dangerous zone to long. You know, if you want to short these little bounces on, you know, a scalping on the lower time frames, such as the 1 minute, then yeah, I think that's even a better idea. But because this low likely to be tested, if this low is tested, you know, you with high volume, you're just likely to test this low, and that is the moment I want to be paying attention. Will it be a successful breakout, or will we get that bounce? If we do fail to break down here, guys, you know, the opportunities are all in here, right? The opportunities are all in here after that failed breakout. So yeah, guys, pay attention to what is going to happen. No trade for me. I'm in no trade at the moment. I missed out on this trade. I missed out on the long trade mentioned on the live stream. You know, one of the main reasons why was, hey, stay cautious with Jerome Powell speaking, right? He can bring volatility to the market. So I prefer to stay away. You know, I'm happy. You know, I don't need to risk it. We know with the news events, it could go up and down. But that was a good trade. That was a good trade. You know, that was the trade scenario mentioned on today's live stream. You know, how many trades you want a day? 10. I only get into very high probability trade scenarios, guys. I like to make gains, not to get stopped out. Andy, have you looked at the Intel chart? Unbelievable breakout on the CUSP. I've just shared the best trade setup of your session. Okay. Have you looked into the Intel chart? No, I haven't. You must have shared that on the Telegram group, I guess. Universal codes. Altcoins have reached their retracement. If BTC goes to the upside, there are many risk to reward goodies in the market up to 100%. Yeah, very much so. Are we going to see 14K as liquidity of 5K BTC? 14K. Wow, we're very far away from 14K. I would talk about other support levels. There's a lot of support, 14K all the way down here. Oh, no, yeah. We're very, very far away. We don't want to talk about other levels. We're doing more day trading and scalping here. So very, very far away levels. Devil, BTC going to 21,170. Get ready. Dumping. 21,700 and 100. 21,170. It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, basically, right. This is also a possibility. I want to see a reaction here to get into any kind of scalp longs, right, guys? Because I wait for the market to do something. Right now, it's just testing the lows again, testing the lows. It looks like it wants to roll down, okay? So I'm waiting for that roll down to see what happens. Could we claim below this low over here and go to 21,170? Hey, absolutely maybe. We might create a failed breakout from this low. We might hit the weekly level and the naked point of control from this range, which is exactly at the weekly level. This is why I haven't got another line there, and get a bounce. Once that bounce happens, that is the moment we can get into some trade scenarios, guys. It's for me, it's quite simple. I wait for lows to be claimed, or I wait for big volume breakouts. This low has been claimed. You wait for that retracement from the failed breakout. You test the 618 and you claim the highs, for example, stuff like that. Bang, bang. This was a banging trade today. A $200 move on Bitcoin, mentioned on the live stream, after that swing failure pattern from that level. I want to wait and see what kind of movement we're going to do here. There will be time, say if Bitcoin suddenly has a move, right? Say if this turns out bullish, just for the sake of it, right? Just for an example. Say we do have a breakout here from this, from this lower high right there, right? With some relatively nice volume, right? We do get a nice bang, spike in volume right over here. This will be bullish. This will likely, on that retracement, go to higher levels. So we could take advantage on a big sign of strength with high volume. That will only just trigger that you will create a lower high. We're going to try and catch that lower high for these highs to be claimed above 22,660. So there's many opportunities. Right now, it's a difficult range. I either want to see a nice breakout above this high, with high volume, we could take advantage of some longs here. Shorting, we've tested this low and failed to break out. I think it is likelier that we are going to move down and test 21,800. However, I cannot short here, I cannot short, even though the price moves down, So, and I mean, that's the bullish option. The bearish option would be, moving down, getting a bounce from the weekly, from that naked point of control from February, and failing to break out the lows that was created early this morning. And then if it fails to break out, yeah, there will be opportunities, nice scalping, opportunities here. I'm happy to do that tomorrow, guys. The main reason why here this is not a clear zone, because we've tested 618 from the swing failure pattern, came to the highs, and now we're back down. So right, everybody's expecting a new low, so probably not coming. Like with 70K feels the same again. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, there's quite a lot of people bearish. There is quite a lot of people bearish, guys. I want to talk about something, everyone. I want to talk about something. We are Bitcoinsensus. We are Bitcoinsensus. We are a team, okay? We are a team of people. Bitcoinsensus is hiring right now, okay, for a content creator, YouTube creator, okay? So if you want to apply to be a content creator and YouTube, guys, you got the link down below. It's at Crypto Jobs. Once you click that link, okay, Crypto Jobs, Bitcoinsensus, there's a lot of jobs here that you can apply for, but content creator and YouTuber, Bitcoinsensus, guys, we are hiring, okay? The link is down below in the description. Send a message and you will probably, have to send a video and, do an interview. Hey, if you're interested to go full-time crypto and be a content creator and a YouTuber, make sure to take a look at the link in the description, guys. This is just an opportunity. So, if you want to go full-time crypto, you know the deal, guys. You got a link down below in the description. Send a message. Yeah, you'll very likely be interviewed. So check it out. Great t-shirt, Andy. Hey, these are my pajamas. They're my pajamas. I'm in pajamas right now doing a live stream, so you know the deal. I'm going. It's 9 o'clock here. I like to have an early night, go to the gym 7 in the morning, and start fresh with. What's the salary? Good question. Good question. Good question. Hey, that's all. Everything can be talked about. Everything can be talked about. You can just apply. We need to see if you're good enough, right? To be a content creator and YouTuber. Well, why not? Why not? It'll probably be more than what you earn, depending on what you work as. But yeah, this is not going to be talked about on this live stream. That's true. Also, we got Pac-Man here saying you grab some huge bonuses on Bybit. Exactly. Thank you very much for the support. Another way to support the channel. Bybit is my favorite trading platform for crypto. That $30,000 worth of bonus is still available, guys, on Bybit. Number one, trading platform for me. It's another way to support the channel, of course, for me to continue on YouTube. But yeah, guys, a bit boring, right? It's a bit boring. I'm waiting for 2 scenarios, I gotta say. It was during the day, during the US Open, sometimes it's more exciting. The other day was, we had some relatively nice movements. This was good. This was only 2 days ago, right? Nailing some really nice scalping scenarios, support resistance turning into support with the Gartley pattern, these nice little short and sweet scalps, get in, get out. The good thing about scalps is you have level to level trading. You get in and you get out, no matter what the price does afterwards, it doesn't matter, right? Because I know a lot of people when they're swing trading, and I can see a lot of YouTubers, I don't know, traders, I'm in a long position with this amount of leverage, and they're holding their position for a long time, and then the market turns around suddenly and they get stopped out at break even, or even stopped out at a loss without even taking profit, because they just want their trade there to be, to show on YouTube, look at my trade, this, that, the other. And, they forget to take profits, and the market turns around and you're not taking profits. But here, when we talk about these scalping scenarios here on YouTube, we talk level to level. Hey, you get in a trade here, you get out. We talk about, get in, get out, level to level, also how to have that good risk management. Anyway, Chinese opening will move the chart. Absolutely, that is true. That is in a few hours from now. BTC going to 25K in March end. Woo! Hopefully it will. If we do get a drop, go below 20K again in the next coming weeks, I'm going to buy some Bitcoin. Definitely buying. I haven't been dollar cost averaging much the last few weeks. I just, the pump was pretty insane. When I see Bitcoin back at 25,000, you think, oh, I don't want to buy at these levels. I want the price to actually go down. If it dips below 20K, a lot of people do think so, I will be happy to buy some more. And I know many people will also that we throw in millions to buy some Bitcoin. Smash the like button, guys. Show this man some love, says Paceland. Hey, thank you very much. Ethereum, get out too early or get in too late. Pissed at myself. Oops, Usman. Don't worry. There's opportunities every single day. This is why I didn't get into this trade scenario. A trade that I talked about in today's live stream bouncing from 21,970 range all the way up to 22,140, you know, even higher, claim the highs. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm not pissed off for not taking this trade. I know some people took the trade watching the stream, but it doesn't matter. There's an opportunity around the corner, you know, tomorrow. I know, you know, I'm going to have a plan as soon as we get it at this range or this range. I don't like this range over here because we're testing again this low over here. I think it's likely we'll get a dip down. When we have that dip down, I want to see how we react to this level, you know, and then there's going to be opportunities. You can get into some positions at big resistance and support levels. So don't feel bad for not getting into some trades, because there's opportunities every single day. Congratulations, buddy, for 62k. Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, channel's growing like really slowly, but I think it's happening for the entire crypto industry, right? It's all the entire crypto industry is like stuck, growing very, very slowly. In the bull market, it was insane. You know, in the bull market, you know, it was like 1,000 subscribers a week. You know, now if I do get, you know, 300 a week, you know, I'm lucky. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Seb, thanks for joining. 100k plus next bull run. Yeah, very likely. In the bull run, when there's a lot of people looking at crypto on YouTube, you know, very likely it's going to grow. But yeah, it would be nice to grow it. You know, it would be nice to get over 100k, but not too bothered about it. You know, I'm very concentrated in setup, trading, educating. Smash those likes, people. Come on, says Pedro. Yeah, this is a bit of a chilling, right? Chill live stream, guys. A bit of a chilling. Not much going on. It would be nice, guys. Do you think Bitcoin will... I'm going to put to Bitcoin price prediction by end of week, okay? I'm going to create a poll here, interact with you a little bit more. Bitcoin price prediction end of week, and option is going to be right, I'm going to say below this low over here, below 21,400, right, below 21.4k. Let's see what the community says. Or above 22,700, this level over here, right? Let's see what the community says. Above 22.6k, right, which would be this high. So price prediction by the end of the week, below this level over here or above this level over here, right? We're kind of in the middle right there at the moment. So Bitcoin price prediction end of week, the poll is created. Let's see if people are more bearish or bullish. I think more people are going to be bearish. It's more, you know, people are slightly more bearish. 1 hour chart, bottom line 19k. 4 hour chart, bottom line for 12k. 1 day chart, bottom line for 9k. Right. Mods need a mod. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I got my mod. I got a few crazy mods, okay? So you're going to have to bear with that, guys. If people don't like the mod. I have had problems with the moderators before. People are actually, sending me direct messages. I don't like this moderator. Hey, moderators are here for a reason. They are very strong supporters. So, but yeah, I've had that case before there. FTM wants to stop diving. Okay, we can take a look at FTM. Shall we take a look at Phantom? We need chips and dip. Yeah. Pump to 22.1 to form a head and shoulder on the 5 minute, says Father Time. Woo, head and shoulder on the 5 minute. Let's take a look. Okay. I mean, I prefer head and shoulders being in a kind of an uptrend, right? Then forming at a downtrend, but it can be a continuation as well. Okay, it's possible. It's possible. It's very possible. Yeah, I'm. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play the waiting game. I'm gonna play patient. I want to see a bit of volatility. We claim nicely these highs over here, like bang, with high volume, and retrace. You know, I think we're likely gonna get that momentum to the upside and create a higher low. You know, that's what I'm eyeing tomorrow. Let's see what happens. The other case scenario is I wake up and Bitcoin's trading at, 20K. That's also possible. Then we'll take a look at that price action. But no, the other option would be claiming the low here and failing to break down. We got a weekly level. We got that, price action from February. Naked point of control, large volume. Failed breakdown. If it fails to break down, I would be happy to look into some trading setups in the range, just like today, right? Just like today, there's that long here from today's live stream. So we'll be waiting for that. Get out of the zone. Get out of the zone. What do you think about Kasta? I don't have any opinion on that. I haven't done my research on that cryptocurrency. So yeah. Yeah. Let's take a look here. We got here Duran butterfly harmonic pattern on the BTC 1 hourly time frame. Ultimate target 23,140. Right, let's take a look. We can take a look at that. 23,140. Well, I mean, I wouldn't get that bullish at this moment. I wouldn't get that bullish. So on the 1 hourly, butterfly harmonic on BTC 1 hourly time frame. It's possible. We can take a look at the Fibonacci levels right away. We can take a look at that right away. Let me just get the patterns here. Is it possible? Is it possible? Well, I mean, yeah, butterfly pattern needs to create a higher low. Needs to create a higher low. On the 1 hourly, if we do, you need to share with me the pivot highs and the pivot lows. Right over here. Yeah, we're basically creating a lower low right there. If you give me the pivot levels, what I do like is this harmonic over here still. This I do not, there's so much support at this range, and there's still quite a lot of people bearish at the support. I mean, we're at a crucial range, but I do like this right over here. However, we are we have consolidated a lot, at this range. It's just, this would only invalidate if we were to dip below the X point. So you could get that consolidation here, still claim the lows again, and then get the bounce. It's still very, very possible. This large consolidation, such a huge amount of support. But this was the same scenario from here, right? Where you are trending up, right? You are trending up. You are creating these higher lows. There will be a moment that the support could potentially get broken. You got that massive drop here when you were trending up here locally. So on higher time frames, it's just such a critical zone. It's critical zone. It could blast through down here in the next couple of days. Difficult zone, guys. Difficult zone. I mean, I personally cannot short here at the lows. I cannot do it. I cannot short. So yeah. Let's go. 80. Hi Andy, have you heard about Mt. Gox BTC release, mate? Yeah, supposedly, Azad, it's on Friday, right? Supposedly it's on Friday. We've had several releases, guys. Where could I find that? I will look at that news. But I've heard that Mt. Gox, BTC, we're going to be released 5 times already in 2022, and it never happened. Will it be this time? Will the actual release of the 120,000 or 140,000 Bitcoin released to the clients, and there's going to be a massive sell-off? I mean, they were going to be released in 2022. It did not happen. It did not happen several times. So yeah, I mean, it's not great. Just imagine, how long has that been held for? The Mt. Gox Bitcoin. Has it been, 7-8 years now? When did it fall? Was it 2015? I'm not sure if it's 2014 or 2015. I think it was 2015, but that's over 8 years now. About, 7-8 years. Just imagine holding that Bitcoin when it was worth just a few $100 at the time. Just imagine you had, 1,000 Bitcoin, right? And they suddenly give you 1,000 Bitcoin right now, valued at 22,000, and you thought they were going to be lost. A lot of people will want to sell. A lot of people would want to sell and take profits. That could have a, bearish effect on the price. No doubt about that. Right. Right. Richard, thanks for joining the live stream. Andy, would you ever look at the Dash chart? Would you ever look at the Dash chart? Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at Dash right away. Why not? We can take a look at Dash. The government got 200 billion BTC through the Silk Road. Mt. Gox is okay, but the government isn't. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Also, Silk Road. I didn't manage to buy anything out of that website. Let me know if you did. You could buy all sorts there. All sorts. It was a free market. Yeah, that was crazy, man. That was crazy. Silk Road. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you could buy all sorts in that market. What a crazy website. Let's take a look at Dash. Why not? Ooh, Dash here. What can we say about Dash? I like this. I like this formation. We got a little bit of that bullish momentum after this nice round formation of 2022, sorry. I quite like it. I would arguably discuss that the bottom is in for Dash. I think the bottom is in for Dash. Yeah, I would easily say that. We basically broke out of this wedge. We broke above the last macro lower high, right? Because you create that low, lower high, lower low. You've broken out from it. I think you could retrace and create a higher low at some point here. I would personally say that the bottom is in for Dash. I mean, it has been trading below the bear market lows, guys. I mean, this is what happens with a lot of cryptos as well, right? The next cycle is going to be much less than the past cycle. This is going to happen to a lot of altcoins. A lot of altcoins will not reach all-time highs or not even get close to it on the next cycle. So it's just weird. A lot of cryptos will start dying off. Dash, unfortunately, did not, it went to $470, and the last cycle was 1,620. Last cycle high in 2017, so there's a big difference there. And this time it has gone below the last cycle lows here in 2019, right? 2019, 2020. We have dipped below already. So, I could easily say we are likely the bottom is in, but it's probably just going to go sideways and slightly down during the rest of the year, and then start to recover. That's what I could say on the higher time frames. It doesn't make sense that this is just going to, dip below the low. It could dip below the low. If it does, I think it would be a great buying opportunity. If it does dip below the low here of $33, it'd just be a great buying opportunity, to stack up, in my opinion. I think this cryptocurrency is not going to die. It won't die. You'll probably just, won't hit all-time high. It might hit this all-time high in the next cycle. But yeah, not much to say. I mean, this did get a beautiful bounce from this level. Another bounce could happen here, and it could create a head and shoulder scenario, right? Big support, big resistance, turning into support. It's just coming right now straight down to that level. You could expect one bounce from this range, at least to this high range, right? So what you're looking at here for Dash on the next coming days, I mean, all depending on how aggressive the price of Bitcoin moves, you're looking for this range of $55, $56 to hold and potentially get a bounce in the next, couple of weeks. This is looking at the 4-hourly chart, all the way back up to about $65, $66, right? To get that formation, that possible formation. After a major pump, you need a retracement. After a major dump, you need a bounce at some point. So you are looking for, and I like this potential scenario of a head and shoulder and then drop, by the end of March or April. Very, very possible setup here. So yeah, that's what, I think that's what could happen to Dash here. We have a pump. Bitcoin pumping. Let's see if we do see a sign of strength here with high volume. If I see a sign of strength in between today and tomorrow, I would be happy, guys. Unless I wake up and the price is already here, then yeah, unless I'm going to be, awake for the next few hours. But, I wouldn't feel left out here. We're getting some volume on the lower time frames. Some volume on the lower time frames. It would be nice to get above this high, guys. You know what would be a good setup? If you do get an explosive breakout above this high, guys, I would be waiting for that volume strategy. I probably won't be able here to trade this, but maybe you will. You know the deal, guys. If we get a high volume spike above these highs with high volume, you know the deal, guys. We had one today. On the lower time frames. I just explained that. It also happened on Ethereum, if I'm not mistaken. So if that does happen, make sure to take advantage of it. Take advantage of that potential move to test the highs or almost the highs. If it breaks out with high volume above 22,200. Let's take a look at Ethereum here 1 second. We've taken a look at Dash for someone in the community, but yeah, let's take a look at Ethereum right away, because Ethereum also had the volume strategy on the lower time frames, right? Let's go to the 1 minute chart. And I absolutely love this. I love it, guys. I love it because this is gain. These are gains. This is what I'm looking for a lot of the times. Breaking a high, a clear high level. It has been respected. Bang. This is on Ethereum, 1,550. Bang, bang, bang. Large consolidation with high volume. You break out of it with a larger volume. Wow, that retracement with low volume is just highly probable going to get a bounce and test the highs. This happens almost every single day, guys. You just need to be in front of the chart to take advantage of it. So, yeah, that happened on Ethereum as well just a few hours ago, which was very, very nice. And we go down. So, yeah. Pump song, Andy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, remember, okay? Remember what I said? Bitcoinsensus is hiring, okay? You got the link down below. Crypto jobs, okay? Right over here. If you want to go full-time crypto, make sure to apply here for this job. You know, basically, it is content creator and YouTuber. Send a message, guys. You will be likely getting an interview. And yeah, if you want to go full-time crypto, you know the deal. You got the link down below in the description, guys. So yeah, pump, possible dump now. Let's take a look at Bitcoin right away, because you know we're getting a bit of volatility. There might be a good trade setup, maybe for a short. It was actually not a bad short here. We got the 618 from this high to the low, but from this pivot high to the low, I bet we're hitting the 7-8 and we're having a small little Gartley pattern. Ooh. Yeah, it was actually a short. Sorry about that, guys. You know, I was distracted. Not doing the proper analysis. A potential quick short. You want to stay aware because you do have a small little resistance zone here. Quick short, protect position. But yeah, if you do take a look at the chart here, I think you guys can see it, right? You got that pivot high to the pivot low right there. You're hitting the 7-8, which is the, you know, the D point from the Gartley, right? So you got bang, 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 bang. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a bit aggressive. It's hitting the 7-8 to perfection right there. These are only for scalps. Could we hit the high? Yeah, if it hits the high and, you know, fails to move up, you got another potential short, but you need to wait for that failed breakout. I'll be very, very defensive here, as you know, volume is, you know, we got volume kicking in here. So yeah, it's a difficult one. Right. Super chatos, hermanos. Let's take a look at the super chatos, my friends. Thank you very much. Love the stream, says Valby Crypto, and keep up the good work. Woo, yes, sir. Thank you very much for the super chat and for those nice words. We need some action in the market soon. What are your time frames for a bear or a bull run? Okay, time frames for a bear or a bull run. Well, I'm going to be pretty clear here with this. With what I do think here, looking at the higher time frames. If we do manage to hold above $21,500 the next coming days and get some bullish momentum, I will be very, very sure with my analysis that we are likely going to test 25.2k level high and even break it and go to higher levels. We need to see a sign of strength. We need to start seeing a breakout of the lower high resistance trend line from this kind of descending wedge scenario. You will see this on the channel. You will see this on the live stream. You know, if we do have that movement up, I will be bullish, and can see, the rest of March and even April, potentially even going to 28, 30K, right? Hey, this will be a level that I'll be bearish. Once we start hitting this range, I would be like, wow, stay cautious. This is it. We might get a deeper correction into 2024 before then, creating a higher low. The bottom will be in my opinion, if we break above 25K. If we break above $25,000 in the next couple of weeks, the bottom for me will be in. The bottom will be in, because next retracement will unlikely go all the way down to this level. We'll be breaking the structure of the market, and we'll be starting to enter that macro bull market for the next few years. However, it's going to be slow. It will be slow. We will be having big retracements. We need to get people saying, oh, this was a massive big, hype breakout, and we're gonna correct to much lower levels, and that's it. It was a fake out, and that will be the moment when the real bull market starts. So yeah, we break above 25K in the next coming weeks. It doesn't mean that we're going to all-time high in the next few months. No, absolutely not. I don't see the highs being hit till 2025 or even 2026. Maybe, I don't know, but overall, we're trading the market anyway. We're trading the market, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up, okay? Going to go to sleep. Andy, why didn't you talk about the bearish Gartley on the S&P 500? Wow, bearish Gartley on the S&P 500. What time frame? What time frame? I mean, there was one here, but was it this one? I mean, this is a disturbing kind of Gartley pattern right there. It wasn't the best. I'm not sure if you're talking about this one over here, but this is it's not the most beautiful one, but you're basically hitting the 7-8 right there, consolidating, and you're retracing all the way down to the target level of 618 from this pump. I'm not sure if you're talking about that bearish Gartley or another one on lower time frames. Yeah, I don't see one here. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Let's see if we can do a banging live stream tomorrow. Let's do a banging live stream, guys. Looking for some trading setups. I'm still leaning on the bullish side on the macro, okay? Whether I'm right or I'm wrong, I will not be affected, okay? If we get a massive drop to 21K, make sure to stay cautious with your trading. But overall, I'm still sticking bullish here with this potential ascending accumulating cylinder. There's the bump and run scenario that is just holding by a thread. We've tested the lows, created a failed breakout. I mean, this for me is the full recipe for a massive bounce to this level, at least to 22.6, 22.7. Will it happen or not? Let's see. Let's see, guys, by tomorrow. Overall, we want to range trade. We want to scalp, make some gains. I've been super happy with my trades here inside of this range, as you can see on the latest live streams. It's been an absolute killing. Yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow. We'll be finding some other scenarios, guys. Smash up the like button if you've enjoyed this nice, chilled, relaxing stream with a bit of a chit chat. Let's see here the poll, Bitcoin price prediction end of the week. We got below 21,400, 45% of votes, and above 22.6K, 55%. It's actually a battle, okay? It's almost a 50-50. Pretty crazy, right? We create the markets, guys. It's a battle between bulls and bears. Andy, we smoke first before we go to bed. Yeah, long time. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not for me anyway. Enjoy. Guys, thank you very much. Make sure to check out the links down below, okay? You got incredible bonuses down below, right? You get the best bonuses, best deals available on Bybit. You got the Legends Trading Masterclass at a 25% discount, okay? If you want to learn the technical analysis and the setups that I use for my trading, you got the class right over there, 25% discount. Yeah, you also got crypto jobs, guys. If you want to go full-time crypto, Bitcoinsensus is hiring. Thank you very much, and I will see you in tomorrow's live stream.